Maturity is crucial in a man's journey through life. Many, if not most, of our society's issues can be traced back to weak, immature males, from those who lack the ability to think critically to those who are content to remain stuck in their own fantasy worlds. All men have the potential to mature, to rid themselves of their inherent immaturity, and to become valuable, influential people. Naturally, this is no easy undertaking, but today you will learn the exact characteristics that make you a weak, infantile guy, as well as the steps you may take to eliminate them. Keep in mind that we immature males are more numerous now than ever before, and we will just keep growing. Consider the action heroes of your youth. Fierce and manly. There was a time when men could be heroes like Rambo and Rocky, but that time is past. An emphasis is placed on weakness. Here we have the unpalatable reality. In order to grow into a real man, you must avoid the following 5 immature behaviors at all costs. Most importantly, dependence. This is, without a doubt, one of the most widespread issues that modern males face. Don't forget that there's more to being needy than just wanting a female. What if you're addicted to drinking, porn, or anything else that you think will make you happy? It's obvious that you're a needy person. You can't help but notice how many males you encounter daily who need a drink to boost their self-esteem. They might make comments like, "Oh, I can't approach that girl without being intoxicated." Or maybe if I just had a few of shots, I could forget about the split. All of these situations exhibit extreme dependency. Any other object you put your faith in is just as subject to the adage. This may be your parents, on whom you depend for everything from transportation to meal preparation. You have no evidence of maturity and act like a helpless child. Pay close attention to what I'm going to say. Only by tackling a challenge head-on and finding your own solution can you develop as a man. Period. You will never get out of a rut in which you are reliant on external factors to bring about positive change. While your body may mature, your thoughts and actions will remain immature. Let me repeat myself. The only way to stop feeling helpless is to start facing challenges head-on. To put it another way, everything that happens to you in life is designed to make you stronger. So, appreciate the challenges you've faced and remember to never put all your eggs in one basket. Secondly, you have trouble regulating your emotions. Do you remember the birth control commercial where the kid cries? Okay, well, the same can be said for the majority of males nowadays. How frequently do you observe an adult male acting out in a childish manner? You don't have to fake a manly demeanor by burying your feelings, but you should master the skill of emotional regulation. Picture your feelings flowing like a river. People are more likely to enter and enjoy themselves if they feel safe doing so. If this river were to overflow and become uncontrolled, it would have the same devastating effects as a flood. You and others around you will suffer greatly if you lose control. People will stop respecting you, and you'll feel terrible about yourself. Having no say over one's own internal river is a terrifying prospect, as I can attest from personal experience. If so, please explain the obvious solution. First, stop giving your attention to things that aren't worthy of your feelings. Speculate on a river near where you live. Do you believe that river supplies all of the food in your country to every city and town? Instead, it goes in its own unique direction. Putting yourself out there for the sake of pleasing others or gaining some sort of material gain is a certain way to start feeling hollow on the inside. Thirdly, putting enjoyment first. Allow me to probe your mind with a query. What do you think is the most crucial aspect of living a fulfilled life? To be joyful, as defined by today's culture. Sadly, there are a lot of males who have internalized this as their primary commandment. Most men will try to find fulfillment by pursuing a variety of pleasures, but they will ultimately be disappointed. They go to parties, where they try to rack up the body count and where they find solace by watching porn. But you have to wonder, are they truly content? To put it simply, no. The high body count or pornographic video may make you feel temporarily satisfied, but in the long run, you'll become so depraved that you'll need even more of these things to feel happy again. Always keep in mind that finding and pursuing your life's true calling is the single most important thing you can do. Happiness eludes you if you go looking for it, but it follows you wherever your purpose takes you. A wise and lovely quote was uttered. Seek out challenges instead of luxuries on the path to fulfillment. Get to the gym, or get to work on your company. Though they may seem mundane now, practicing these habits can help you appreciate the joys of everyday life. Discomfort, in contrast to pleasure, might restore a person's sensitivity to positive emotions. You also know very well that our tolerance for fast gratification grows quickly, just like it does with drugs. Keep in mind that the temptation of rapid reward will undermine the traditional manly value of hard effort. Read that over again. Your traditional manly drive to work will be replaced by hedonic conduct if you're constantly expecting something to make you happy. You'll never learn to control your appetite. Your intense desires can't be satisfied. Once you give in to your shadow side, you have no choice but to serve it. To continue with the theme, complaint is the fourth most common negative trait. If you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you know how seriously we take this matter. The whole act of whining disgusts me. This widespread yet awful and immature trait deserves all the criticism it is getting. Think of a king, a powerful and wise ruler. Do you believe someone like him would go about their day thinking, "I wish I had that," or "I wish that was easier"? Unquestionably not. And yet, you, a man who is physically identical to him and who has the same ability to rise to the position of powerful ruler, constantly gripe, why? Some of you may find this to be an extreme contrast, and you may even think that I am exaggerating, but the truth is that whining is harmful to your health and your growth. Put your crown back on your head, for you are a king. To get there, you need to silence your naysaying. That's why I need you to repeat after me. Don't be a winner. Fix it. Reiterate that. Don't be a winner. Fix it. Put this phrase to use as your personal credo. Let's examine a basic illustration. You're getting coffee on the way to work, right before you head off to the office. You accidentally get coffee on yourself from a friend. In this predicament, what would you do? Will you lose your cool and start screaming and complaining, or will you take charge and find a solution? Although it may not always feel like it, you should always remember that you have complete power over any circumstance. Looking at the problem from multiple perspectives will help you find a solution. Women are known for their tendency to complain. Throughout your life, you've probably witnessed a number of ladies who tend to exaggerate little issues. Instead of blaming the world for your failures, take responsibility for your own actions and ask yourself why you weren't able to accomplish what you set out to do. A fifth and final trait is pretentiousness. This is the most obvious example of juvenile behavior here. Many men's low self-esteem and negative outlooks on life stem from their upbringing as privileged little boys. Guys who express an interest in something, say, a romantic partnership with a lovely woman, but make no effort to earn it, are hardly exceptional. They are sluggish and hopeless, waiting for good fortune and fulfillment to fall into their laps like manna from heaven. You must convince yourself that no one or anything owes you anything. Currently existing conditions are the direct outcome of your own efforts. Whatever it is that you're going through, you deserve it. If that seems harsh, maybe you should re-evaluate your current course of action. Remember that society may try to feed us immaturity, but you can fight back against these childish tendencies and come out on top. By mature, we don't mean you have to take life too seriously and never laugh or smile, but rather that you should develop the ability to recognize the factors that contribute to your development and those that sabotage your happiness. Also, don't forget to express your affection. To show your support, please tap the subscribe button.